Have you ever heard of the Botujuru Ghost? Here in Brazil, there's a legend that still haunts the train tracks to this day. The story goes back more than a century to the early days of the Sorocabana Railway. Back then, the company was building a new train line that would connect the city of Santos to the capital of São Paulo. But the construction wasn't easy. The workers had to dig through solid rock to make the tracks, and one of the toughest jobs went to an engineer named Henry J. Beeck. He was in charge of designing the tunnel that would take the trains under a hill between the Francisco Morato and Botujuru stations. The tunnel was more than a mile long, and it took months to complete. All that digging and blasting left a lot of loose rocks and dirt around the entrance to the tunnel. And on April 18th, 1902, a small landslide suddenly fell down and buried the engineer inside. His body was never recovered. They say that his angry spirit now roams the tracks, haunting the trains that pass through the Botujuru tunnel. The old railway workers told stories of a strange man who appeared out of nowhere, walking along the tracks at night. They called him the Botujuru Ghost. Some said he was just a lonely soul searching for his lost body. Others claimed he was angry and dangerous, and they warned their friends not to go near him. Of course, most people thought these were just scary stories to keep young workers from wandering around the tracks at night. But there were also rumors of a terrible accident waiting to happen. And everyone knew that no one should be walking on the tracks after dark. But one night, a group of teenagers decided to test their courage, and they walked onto the tracks near the tunnel. Suddenly, a train came rushing toward them, and one of the boys screamed, "Look, there's the Botujuru Ghost!" Everyone started running away, but the train kept blowing its whistle, and the people kept screaming. The next morning, they found the body of one of the boys lying on the tracks. His name was Joaquim José da Silva, and he was only 17 years old. The other boys said they didn't see anything, but maybe they had all run in different directions after the accident. From that day on, people were even more afraid to go near the tracks at night. They say the Botujuru Ghost doesn't want anyone to walk on his tracks because he wants to keep everyone safe. Or maybe he just wants to remind them that he's still there. These days, the train still rushes through the tunnel every night, and the driver often feels a strange presence with them. Some say they can hear heavy footsteps as if someone is running behind the train. Others claim they can hear screams echoing from inside the dark walls of the tunnel, and on some nights they see a ghostly figure standing in the distance before it vanishes into the darkness. It's the train drivers who feel this presence the most. Every time they approach the Botujuru tunnel, they know they're about to experience something special. Some have even quit their jobs rather than face it again. Those who stay on the job speak of a chilling sensation every time they pass through the tunnel. Heavy footsteps, as if someone is running behind the train. Screams that seem to echo from within the dark walls of the tunnel. And on some nights, a shadowy figure appears in the distance before vanishing into the darkness. Is the engineer's spirit still haunting the tracks all these years later? If you dare, pass by there at night and let us know what you felt. Maybe the Botujuru Ghost is still waiting for someone. Thank you for watching. See you next time.